Okay, after my last video, Wake Up Call to Progressives, Conquer Thought had his words about saying that might have been unfair to TYT, and I put a comment explaining why it's not unfair and what TYT could do, and I read that to Sidra, so, Sidra was going to give her opinion about it one way or the other, so that's where this takes off from, and, well, there you go, Sidra, you have the floor.
Okay, so what I started off by saying is, I don't doubt how genuine TYT and Jank is in their want to provide the best information possible to anyone who is open-minded enough to listen. And seeing the movie they made about him, we know that he's driven and that building the TYT network is his dream. So you're going to do everything to make your dream succeed. And going from, in order to do that, in order to make it bigger, in order to be able to get more information, to cover more stories over a broader base and have more shows, you need people. It can't be the 24-hour Jank Yuga show with him doing everything. He would have dropped dead a long time ago. So he's got to recruit people. And although many of us wanted to be able to live in an altruistic society where we all frolic in the leaves and work for free and everything's free, it's not like that. It takes money to live, it takes money to eat, it takes money for a roof. So he's got to pay these people because they're not going to stick around very long without getting paid because money costs food. So, food costs money.
Money costs food. Well, kind of, in a sense. They sell the food to get money, so...
Yeah, somewhere in the chicken and egg variables. So he's got to grow, and he's got to be able to pull in more revenue. How do you pull in more revenue? You have to make exclusive content. People that want to subscribe will subscribe to. You have to make partnerships and affiliations and sponsorships with different organizations. Oftentimes, you have to make deals with the devil in order to produce the information that's against the devil. Unfortunately, that is the way this planet works.
No, that's the way the human animal work.
We're the ones that's on the planet.
We make sure that we trap ourselves in stupidity. We love being stupid. If humans had to be smart, we would kill ourselves. We would just murder ourselves. Like, wait a minute. I could do the smart thing or the right thing or the kind thing. Just give me a gun or a knife. I'll end it right here. I don't feel like doing anything that's required to be decent.
Okay, but when it comes to getting information and then be able to send it down to the more local and grassroots levels, at some point, somebody else is going to have to take over. So if you're someone with a brain, and you're listening to TYT for a long period of time and seeing how they're putting all of these federal congressmen and senators on blast for their do one thing, say the other, all their bullshit and all their asshole rhetoric and, basically shitting on the country and the ones who voted for them, someone's going to think at some point, wow, if they're doing that at that level, what the hell are they doing on this level? Maybe I should investigate. I mean, yeah, a lot of humans need to be spoon-fed, but oftentimes the thinking ones don't. And they can start to do the research or look at the shit that comes in the mail that tells you who's running instead of trying to figure out what their platform is and what they stand for. Granted, they can say anything, get elected, and then do what they want to do. We can't stop them from doing that.
Yeah, I call that the Doug Jones effect.
We can't stop them from doing that. But we can do our best. We can do our due diligence on our end, which is not international or national or federal. And around here where you live, to be able to make the best decisions about the folks around here. So TYT, yeah, they can work up to a point, but then people with brains got to take over. Now, there are not a lot of people with brains, so that leaves you with a problem. Leaves you with a gap. But yeah, that's what I think.
My thing is this: TYT can be very self-sufficient. They can be, but they built a lot of money on resist Trump, and I'm like, okay, resist Trump. What do you mean resist Trump? Is Trump trying to rape you? Is Trump like holding you down? Is he really trying to force himself onto 300 plus million people and we have to resist that somehow? It's like, no. So resist Trump what? So they sell a t-shirt that has Trump on it and it says resist or it says resist, and they've marketed that. They have literally marketed off of the stupidity of people. I mean, I guess I'd be a billionaire if I had less of a conscience, if I didn't have so much of a heart, and I just said screw it. Because yes, I could easily make money off of idiots. I really could, but I'm better than that. I would like to think, but maybe one day I'll just lose and say, you know what, screw it. People just don't want to learn. I should take advantage of it. Maybe I should.
And see, to me, resist Trump seems very clear.
Okay, how do you resist Trump?
Anything that Trump states, you are for the opposite. You speak against the opposite.
But Trump came after that. So Trump is resisting the progressives then.
What do you mean Trump came after that?
All this progressive stuff came before even Obama. Okay?
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Very niche, very small, unheard of community. All right? So, and I don't like the term community, but I got to find something else. But Trump comes along and all of a sudden, Jank said it. He doesn't want Trump president. Mm-hmm. He's like, but imagine the views and stuff we're going to get when he does, because we're going to be all over him. It's going to be day in and day out of Trump this, and that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, and Trump has been
so tell me
that a lot.
How in the hell, how does somebody resist Trump by buying a $20 t-shirt that says resist, and they walk around and do nothing?
Okay, this is assuming that that's all they do. That is assuming that that's
the average person will buy it. Yeah, I resisted Trump. I did it. I got my shirt from TYT. Okay, I support them. I resisted Trump.
We know the average person is stupid. So we're not talking about the average person then.
So 20 people on the planet.
Okay, fine, 20 people. if you see resist Trump, when I see resist Trump, that means, okay, let's say you're naked to the whole thing. Well, let's see what Trump stands for.
And you,
well, I don't like none of that shit.
That's not resisting.
I'm not finished.
I know, but
I'm not finished.
It just angers me, the term. But go ahead. go with your analogy.
Okay, I'm not for any of that shit. We need to make sure that the opposite of everything he wants happens. We got to get everybody that's supporting his dumb ass out. Who is against what Trump is doing? Let's find out. Oh yeah, I'm for that. I'm gonna tell my friends they should be for this and vote for stuff that's anything that Trump that's against anything Trump wants. I'm gonna tell my friends. I'm gonna tell my coworkers. I'm gonna blog about it. I'm gonna talk about it on YouTube. I'm gonna go out to the local protest and throw my body in the fire because I feel so strongly that Trump is an asshole and he's gonna be the ruination of us all. But the biggest, best thing that you can do is vote out the people who are supporting him.
How you gonna vote those people out when the average person keeps voting them in? You got, let's say you have about 40 progressives. You've got 300 Democrats, establishment supporters, because, just Democrat, those justice people are new, I don't know. And then you've got like 1,000 of these racist bastards out there. How do you outvote them? How do you get them to see your way when everything that you want, they want it? Those 1,000 little racist, bigoted, misogynist dumbasses out there, those conservative jackweeds, they want the same things you want. They just don't want you to have it because you're not on their side.
Unfortunately, I don't have an answer for that.
That's some strange, stupid shit.
I don't have an answer for that. But here is something that I'm going to say, and I'm going to say this without saying what I want to say, because I might be saying I'm inciting violence. But Jesse Helms was a racist senator from the state of North Carolina for a long time, and he kept getting voted in.
Yep. Name recognition.
He kept getting voted in. Do you know when his tyranny stopped?
When?
When he dropped fucking dead. You know when Mitch McConnell's tyranny is going to stop? He's 85. He ain't going to be around too much longer. You know when the old folks who vote for Mitch McConnell are going to stop? There you go. Unfortunately,
I ain't saying that you got to kill him, just saying.
I'm not even talking about killing. People are going to die from natural causes. They're going to either drop dead or be too old and too feeble-minded to keep going.
Just think about that. Think about what you're saying.
Yes, I know.
No. It's worse than inciting violence. Just think about it. Just think about this. What you're saying is we have to wait for all of these old-ass racist motherfuckers to die off before we can start to and evoke some kind of change.
No. You keep trying the whole time. You keep doing everything you can. If you watch the landscape of the country, especially the young people who will be able to vote soon or who have just started to be able to vote, they are more progressive. Now, granted, there's a lot of racism too, racist motherfuckers too. They've been taught that way. But there are far more progressive. There are far more that's like, too many of us are being told, go to school.
Oh, fuck that. Go ahead. Keep going. It just hit me.
Go to school. Make straight A's. Go to college. Get a job. Have a family. And all the ball stops when it's go to college. Okay, I went to college. I can't get a job when I went to school in, and I already got a $45,000 debt behind me while I'm working 2 to 10, making $9 an hour at your local arts and crafts store. That's not what they went to college for. So they've already realized that the bill of goods they've been sold is null and void. It's a crap. It's a sack of shit.
Yeah, I went over that a while ago.
So there are, many who are younger people, 45 and under, who are like, we've got to incite a change. And I really think that amount of people is growing. Now, the races are growing too. But I think the people who are more progressive are growing. And it's going to be more of a battle because they didn't go through that thing in the 80s where, everything seems okay when it really wasn't. They can see it's not okay. They have not been fooled. Because everybody in the 80s got fooled. Oh, man, that's all good, man. The 80s and 90s, Clinton, he's a bomb, man. He's the black man's president. It was all a crock of shit. It was all a bunch of lies. Everyone knows it now.
Let me throw this shit out here. All right? The millennials, why are they doing what they doing? Because they're stupid. That's why. They stupid. Once they're able to, any millennial that gets a good job and their life is all right, they are going to vote Republican or establishment Democrat or whoever the hell, because it ain't going to matter, because their life is all right, despite how they were growing up when they was like, this is stupid, we need justice, Democrats, yada yada. They're going to be like, my life is good. Now, how do you get...
I'm going to tell you something.
Stupid motherfuckers.
Think about this. People who were hippies back in the 60s...
Basically, I'm a millennial.
No, you're not.
Basically.
No,
millennial started in 1982. I was born in 1976.
You're not. That's almost a full decade. It's not.
Almost. But you know what? Mindset-wise,
okay.
I'm more than a millennial. I'm more than that. Would you be a millennial?
I don't think so, but if you want to go on
You're
mindset,
not,
sure.
but,
Let me make my point.
Yeah, go ahead.
People who were hippies back in the 60s.
Yeah,
people who were civil rights people back in the 60s.
Yeah.
That don't go away. It's never gone away. They're still trying. It may not be as successful. There may not be as many people listening, but that mentality has not changed. So the people like the baby boomers who are gimme, 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 everybody else kiss my ass, they were gimme, gimme, gimme back then. It has not changed. Your original, in those formative years as you step out of adolescence into adulthood, where your mind is, unless you undergo some catastrophic shit, is where it's always going to be. So that's why hippies live and die as hippies, and capitalists live and die as capitalists. Trump was born the way he is. He was bred the way he is. And that's why he's the way Mitch McConnell, Pelosi, all of them fuckers.
Yes.
Bernie Sanders was not. He was a force for civil rights, even when he was a skinny little white guy getting caught up by the police.
Yep, chaining himself to black women around
he's the
cheese.
Same now. So the millennials, even with them struggling, them following the rules as they were told by parents and society, and then realizing this shit ain't working. Yep. And it's not working for me, my friends, my family, anybody my age. They're going to be that way, even as they get older. Now, I'm not saying the 100% ratio, but for the most part, I think that's going to be the case. So you've got people who are progressive now in their youth. They're going to have children whether they want to or not, and they're going to raise their children in the same way. So that you have more people with progressive, quote-unquote, millennial mindsets further down the line. Now, races will still be getting born and raised too, but a lot of them races are going to be dropping dead. A lot of baby boomers are going to die. And it's always that way.
You know what? I'm not against millennials. Honestly, the entire millennial thing is absolutely fucking stupid. It really is. I don't buy into it.
It's somebody to blame for something. We were to blame before, and whoever came before was to blame then.
The baby boomers, they were
to blame.
They were the World War II ones right there.
Yeah, they were born right after World War II.
And then you've got those that came after Generation R, then X, and then the look. The millennials. This is the whole dumbass plight of the millennials. All right, this is what's so stupid about it. All right, first, it all started because of racism. Nobody was going to vote for Obama at first, and then you listen to platforms, you listen to the other side, and you got people who are actually struggling. So they don't vote partisan. This is when you could be a Republican and vote for a Democrat and vice versa. Right? After, Bush, Obama, that moment. All right, those 2 months. And you have people saying, wait a minute. I know how it was with Bush. 9/11 happened and nothing got better. We had no money to help. We had no money to help New York, but we had billions to pour into the war that should have ended immediately after catching Saddam Hussein. All right. But that didn't end it. So they had to go after Osama bin Laden. They had to go after him. And then they had to stay where they were. And millennials they was like, you know what? We gonna vote this time. Everyone wanted Obama because it was like the United States are bullies. And that's why the world wanted Obama. They weren't trying to say the United States is the end all be all of anything. It was, you dumbasses have screwed up so much. Obama is your only hope. Not only is he a minor, okay, and he's in the minority. He's black, although he don't like to concern himself with that. But they're like, he black. He's obviously had to go through some shit, and he's gonna be there for you. So the world was like, you need to get him to help us because y'all keep fucking with us. And the millennials, they were like, we're gonna do that because we're suffering here, and if we get him in, we can be better. And all the black people was like, we got a chance.
Let's get even more basic than that.
I'd rather get this story.
Okay.
They get him in. The millennials vote him in. That is what started everything. The millennials have been around, considering they say that you have to be born in 1982 to be a millennial. So they've been around since 1982. No one's hated millennials in 92 or 2002.
Yeah, because they weren't grown. Why
No. That's right.
They can do nothing.
That's right. But when they vote in a black man, all of a sudden you start hearing reports about the millennials voted him in. The millennials, and then minorities showed up, and then they said, well, the Mexican Americans, they showed up. Then they said, well, what about the illegal ones? Did they vote? And it's like, no, they didn't, and they couldn't. And so they blame the millennials for that.
They shouldn't blame the millennials for that. Do you know why the millennials came out and the black folks came out and the Latino Americans came out? Because Obama went to them.
Yeah, Obama said, hey, y'all, what's up?
He went to the hood. He went to the barrios. He went to the college campuses. And he galvanized them with his platform. They were like, hell yeah. He did the same thing with the young and the minorities that Trump did with the old races. He went to them. And all basically he said is, I'm white and racist too.
Yeah.
Let's get together and do this.
You know what, Trump? You racist. You hate the same people I hate. Let's go on about doing this,
and that's what happened. That's why he got in the office.
The millennials voted for Obama not just because of their suffering, but they voted for him because it was the Republicans made them vote for Obama. It was too obvious. The millennials, let's say at that time, were a little more, hey, I'm thinking, let me look at TV because my parents are stupid. That's just it. Do they have any evidence, any proof or anything? No, none. It's just a child thing. My parents are stupid. So let me watch this and think for myself, consider what y'all try to tell me. So then the parents and then the news, the media, all of that, they got on Obama for bowing. They was getting on Obama for his walk. They got on Obama for even being married to Michelle. They was like Obama is leaving Michelle to be a single. They were doing all this line, leaving Michelle to be a single parent. They did all this line, and the millennials did this one simple thing. Well, if y'all got to lie about the man, he must be awesome. It's simple. It's a Bucho effect. It really is. You gotta lie about him. I need to vote for him because it's that's it. But now the millennials got this. Now all of a sudden it's the millennials are doing this with their homes. They're making extra rooms in their homes. The millennials are doing these weird new things, and people come down on the millennials for it. They come down. Millennials are stupid. They aren't thinking, and that's all it is. And they said the same shit about I think what we are, Generation X.
They say the same thing about.
They said the same shit about Generation R. They said the same shit about the baby boomers.
Y'all ain't gonna rock and roll. It's gonna be the zombie apocalypse.
Y'all love the rock and roll. Y'all listen to that heavy metal stuff or whatever the fuck.
That rap.
Yep. You listen to all that stuff. So, and then you got Generation R, which was basically the rap and kind of new age country music and stuff. Basically the like 68 to about 85 area. You got Generation X, which is it seems to be about 78 until about 90. Then you got the millennials. Yeah, hip hop era. You got the millennials, which is 82 or 85 and up. And it's like, no matter what, every generation is, we're this. Now we see these new ones coming up. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all crazy. Y'all stupid. Y'all doing this crazy new stuff. Why don't you just... And then it just repeats. It's a cycle of stupid. But that's all that is with the millennials. The millennials are not necessarily or anything stupid or genius or innovative or anything. The millennials are every other generation. They are Generation X. They are Generation R. They are the baby boomers. They are whatever predates that. The millennials are simply, we are born in this time and we have the brain power or the new eyes. As you see babies, when they have new eyes, they get to see everything. And they're like, ooh, what does this do? What can this do? They have new eyes. So as technology was created, it was created like in the 90s. Now all you get is just, we add this little bit to it. So you don't have anything different. You just got something that's better than what it was before. And that's what they grow up in. And when you got people growing up in a society of, we have this technology that we didn't have 20 years prior. We have these living conditions, which have always been around, but is slightly altered due to technology. You're going to have people doing some new and different things. And then you get others that say, I didn't live that way. That's not how I was. Why are you being that way? Why are you trying to be different? That's what happens. So the baby boomers, Generation X, Generation R, millennials, it don't matter. We are all the same. And we're all insulted the same. We're all disliked the same. And whatever comes later, we're going to dislike them just as much. And I think that would be probably 2024, when that new generation is really springing up and we're like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And about 2070, it'll be like, these are the craziest, dumbest, this is the craziest generation yet. This is the craziest, like, no, somebody out there would be almost touting the same thing I'm saying right now. Because we are too stupid to learn. The human animal finds its patch, finds its territory, and just dwells in the stupid. It sucks. And I know anyone listening out there might say, I'm tired of you calling me stupid. I'm tired of you calling everyone stupid. But let me tell you this. If we're not stupid, why the fuck did we get Reagan? Why the fuck did we get Nixon? Why the fuck did we get Bush Sr.? Why the fuck did we get George Bush? Why the fuck do we have Trump? Why the fuck is Kavanaugh in? Why the fuck do we have every racist, bigoted, misogynist sumbitch in the Senate and our representatives in everywhere? If we were smart, the only colors that would be on this map would be blue. We are not smart. We don't want to be smart. There are people that are listening, that are themselves are listening, or those they know somebody. The ones that's listening know somebody. You can tell them the best thing to do in the situation that they're in that's really of no consequence to them, but will only make it better, and they won't fucking do it. No matter how easy it is, they won't fucking do it, because if they did it, it would make things better. People don't want better. They just want to win, and they don't even know what the fuck that is. And people get on me, call me a nihilist and all this other stuff, but we have, since slavery and before evidence that we don't want it. You want to enslave somebody or not? Well, I wouldn't want to be enslaved. Let's not make slaves. Let's make them equal and better, and let's just build a good society together. No, I must enslave the Negro. He must work for me.
It's true. It's too many times in history where we could have been on a track to make things extraordinarily better for everyone concerned, not just black folks or white folks or other minorities. I mean, for everybody concerned, and not to demonize going left, but just to go with my thought path. Instead of going right, we went left.
Oh yeah, now the new turn is going to get started because some dumbass on TV said it. She was like, we have Democrats, aka demon rats. That's what I saw on Secular Talk. He did a thing, and I was like, really? And he was like, and he did Secular Talk now. Kyle Kalinski's like, she's a child, demon rats. I've never done stuff like that. I'm like, no, he has. I mean, calling Trump like, you know, like he's an orange buffoon with a meerkat or something on his head or something like that. An orange something on his head. He's just saying, he insults people constantly. He dare call somebody a child for insulting. And honestly, yeah, like libtards, Republicans, and things like that. I'm just saying, he has done the same shit. And everyone out there has done that stupid shit. And I do my best not to do it because I find it pointless to find a way to insult someone like, you know what? Hey, did you vote Trump? You know what? You're a fucking idiot and you're stupid. You know what, man? You've insulted me and I think I've seen the light because of it. It don't work that way. If it did, then I should go out there and just holler insults at everybody. It's like, you gonna give this man a job? No, man. You know what? You're a moron. Your family's stupid. You know what? That hurt me deep. I'm gonna hire this man. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Fucking stupid. We are. There are people out there that will probably downvote this video because I don't agree with them. That's how fucking stupid people are.
Everybody wants to be agreed with. Everybody wants to be right.
Agree with me. Why? Just do it because, you know, I'm right. About what? That? What?
Because everybody's got this strong need to be validated, and when somebody agrees with them, they feel validated. Whether what they're thinking is right or wrong, they agree with them. Oh, I feel better. They like me. They upvoted me. They agree with me. Now I can be. Fuck y'all, man. I just rather read a book.
Read a book. And I remember hearing that. Just read. Go out there. Read what? And do what? Look, go to school. Go to school and what? Well, go to school so you make yourself better. How do I make myself better by going into debt? Or learning something that nobody's going to appreciate? Look, I want to go to school. I want to learn this. Oh, that's difficult. I don't know about that. Okay, I like to go to school and learn this. You know what? Nobody's really in the market for that. Well, what the fuck you tell me to go to school for? Go to school for something that's going to make you some money. Wait a minute. If I go to school, I'm going to get $20,000 or $60,000 in debt. Well, then you get the job that will get you out of that debt. I should go in debt in the first place. That's what it is.
And honestly,
stupid motherfuckers.
If you can be extremely strategic about it, you can go to school and not go into debt.
That's if you know about it. And you have found something out about it. Why don't you tell everybody what you found about how to go to school and not really go into debt?
Take grants and don't take loans.
Don't
live on campus. Don't buy brand new books.
See? But then you got people out there, wait a minute. So don't live on campus. Don't get a loan. Get a grant instead. Don't buy new books. Buy old used books or whatnot, even from these other department stores online. No, man, I don't know about that.
Yeah, because a stigma has been created about the college experience. It's supposed to be where you go and learn to be an adult. Nah, it's where you go and you fuck up.
Yeah, most people go there and rape somebody.
Or you learn how to binge drink.
Or you learn how to take advantage of somebody that's in love with you or have feelings about you or something. And then you ruin them for the rest of society. And then they vote for Trump. Oh, you think that don't happen? You out there listening think that don't happen. There's a woman that voted for Trump because her Muslim lover cheated on her. So she voted for Trump. And she think all immigrants should go. Yeah. So just saying. Ain't nobody been racist to me. These dumb motherfuckers. Ain't no racism because ain't nobody been racist to me. Ain't no racism. What do you think the Civil Rights Act was about? Of course there ain't no racism. Racism don't exist. I mean, Martin Luther King, he died, all right? So there won't be no racism. Y'all need to stop race baiting.
You know, he died because he got shot.
He was shot, but he was martyred and ain't no racism, you know? And you know what? It was probably a black man that did it. Or maybe it was Ted Cruz. You know, Trump said Ted Cruz's dad probably killed JFK. Maybe Ted Cruz killed Martin Luther King Jr. Stupid motherfuckers. I'm just saying, we don't learn. We don't learn. Look, if you think, okay, here's a test. Go to someone in general, in your family, friends, or circle, and say, say this. If Bernie Sanders ran for presidency and somebody else was running for presidency that was like Bernie Sanders, but 30 years younger, who would you vote for? And then ask why. And most likely they'll say, you're going to get one of these two answers. I would vote for Bernie because I know him or he has the experience. No one has experience of being president, and including the current president doesn't have experience being president.
And he's president. That's a damn shame.
Or they'll give you the answer of, I would vote for the one 30 years younger because they're just like him, but they're guaranteed to live. Then you're going to get one of them.
I'm not going to lie, that second one is valid.
It's valid. But will anybody say this? Which one is most likely to stick to the policies they say and not change when they get in? Which one has a policy and will do their best to back it up? Which one is going to get in and tout for other progressives, Justice Democrats, or brand new Congress-like mindsets for Senate?
Which one is not a politician?
Which one's not? Yes, which one's a statesman? That's what I brought up in the last one. Which one is going to say we need more people on the federal Supreme Court? Which one's who's going to bring up anything like that? That's just how that goes. So right now, it's just I'm just people don't want to learn. If you want another test, find somebody that's in need. Find someone that needs help doing something. And then think of a rational, easy, damn near lazy way to solve it. Even if it's, hey, don't bother them and it'll all go away. If you try that, and I promise you they won't do it. I promise you they won't do it. Nihilistic, you call me whatever the hell you want to call. But I'm bathed in reality. I have grown up unpopular, hated, disliked, neglected. I have that. I had the ability, the privilege. I had the overt privilege of seeing the world around me. I wasn't popular and, oh, everything is fine. My daisies are great. Oh, my gardener didn't show up on time. I'm frustrated with life. No. I got to see everyone's personality. I got to see expressions on faces. I got to see the gleams in eyes. I got to see the darkness unfold from people's grill piece as they shoot me down when all I did was cross the fucking walkway. I have reality on my side. I'm not privileged. My parents should have been extremely middle class, but they did not want to manage their money properly. My family should have been, I was told I was a rich kid and hated being called a rich kid. I was cited as spoiled when all I said was, if you're going to say you're going to do something for me, do it. When I expect results from a promise, that was spoiled. That was me being spoiled. I expect you to do what you say. That was me being spoiled. So when I say this stuff, it comes from 3 decades of shit. And you can try to assess me as best you can and you'll be fucking wrong. I guarantee it. Well, he's just this. He's just, no, there's nobody that's simply, because we are layers of things. You have no idea of anything that I truly love and enjoy. And if you knew what it was, you'd know why I'm pissed. You know why I'm pissed. Because there are too many things that I love. Too many things I find amazing and awesome. And things that I wish that we all could do and do together. That we literally keep ourselves from doing. Ways that I wish we could be, that we stop ourselves from being. That's where I am. I want to smell the rose and enjoy the morning air, but somebody rather come around and spray it with some kind of skunk spray and then put shades over my eyes so I can't see anything and then tell me I'm the problem. That's what we do to each other. We do that to each other, and the Republicans and these establishment Democrats have been spraying skunk spray and putting shades over us so that we can't smell what's truly there and we can't see what's really going on. And the problem is we aren't smart enough to go elsewhere and see better. Do you have anything else, baby? This is Cedric and Sidra for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.